Next one in. Yeah, it good. Next one to get torn apart. Oh, this is coming out. So 454 coming out. It's MSD coming out. Battery gonna be gone. It's going in the back. 70 Chevelle convertible. We're gonna do a frame off on this one. So just gonna get the tear down. This one is all coming apart. Dash coming out. Gonna get a new dash, new gauges. We are gonna take out his door panels, seats, console, carpet, everything's coming out. He just replaced these door panels and stuff too, but keep them clean as possible. They're all coming out. Back seats coming out. He just got this top too, brand new, done. But we try to take care of it as much as we can. So plan for this is take it all apart. We're gonna shave the firewall. Firewall's gonna get shaved. These little holes that we see here are all gonna get welded up, cleaned up. Core support we're gonna paint too. This core support actually, if you guys didn't know, you see how it's kind of blocked off here? We're gonna cut that out too, get more airflow through it. A lot of these cars that had this were basically small block cars, so like a 307 or something like that. Even some of the 350s came with that, and they had the 3-bolt radiator support cover. So someone already put a 4-bolt cover on this thing and put a bigger radiator in it, but that's how that one originally came. If you guys didn't know, so it's good to cut that out when you're doing your swap or whatever. You get some more airflow through this thing. He already installed his Global West suspension on here, so we're gonna be taking that all apart too, cleaning it up. Frame's gonna get powder coated, gloss black once we get down to that. Bottom of the car we're gonna get cleaned up, and it's gonna be all rhino lined. It's gonna get a whole American Auto wiring harness. Coated digital gauges. Engine that we're doing for this thing. Engine that we're doing for this. 454. We're going LSX 454. So it's gonna look similar to this, I ain't gonna lie, but a whole lot cleaner. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a nice retro looking LS swap. 4L85E behind it for drivetrain. 12-bolt rear end in it right now. We're gonna tear that apart, get it powder coated, and we're gonna put some new gear ratios and posi unit in that. So be a clean basic build. Here you got new wheels on it too. So brakes, Willwood brakes are gonna go on it. So this is it before it gets tore down. Gas tank's coming out. So this thing will look real nice when we're done with it. So we found some things that obviously need to be corrected, so pop the trunk for you guys. started kind of tearing this stuff apart. He has some ground wires in here, man. They were loose. So a lot of this stuff we're gonna end up cleaning up for him too while we're at it. We are gonna put the battery in the back, so I kind of traced this out already. What we're planning to do is cut this out and make a door for it. So this door will open up, you can access the battery that we're gonna put back here and close it. Might as well do this side too as well, just for storage really. So that is the plan for this car. And for the engine, LSX 454, here sanded down and prepped. Then we epoxy primered it, and once that was ready, we hit it with the Chevy orange and 2 coats of clear. And since we were going for a retro look, we went with the old school big block valve covers, single plane intake, and Wagner front accessories. We also made a custom air cleaner dual snorkel to represent like the LS6 Chevelle it came with. So here's a teardown. How it started. Engine bays all torn down, body and frames ready to come off. As I said, we removed everything from this thing. Interior fully gutted, as the interior was really new, so we didn't want to get any of that dirty. So everything came apart front to back. And then we've seen some faults in this here. If you notice, the shock on one side is higher than the other side. A lot of mistakes when someone previously built this car. See the screws. So a lot of things we're gonna have to go through. On installing suspension, someone installed the suspension and used different bolts in places that weren't supposed to, cut them. Lock nuts weren't locking down as they're supposed to. Next big issue was his frame. Yes, his frame. We have found his frame to be bent. So in this area here, you can see where it actually got creased, and it looked like someone tried to weld it in. Obviously the welds are really bad, but if you notice here, you'll see the wrinkle in it. There's a nice crease to it there. So this is one of the mishaps we've seen with this Chevelle so far. See the gap that it has. Inner fenders weren't even secured all the way properly as they should be. So we are definitely going to be checking this frame out once we get it out. So it looked like someone patched it up, tried to do something there, paint it. So a lot of areas to look at. Next thing we seen was passenger side. Obviously too, the body mount area, you can see someone has tried to weld this up. Someone's been patched here. Actually, even the mount, there's supposed to be 2 mounts. There was actually one was knocked out. So someone who previously restored this thing had some issues going on. So we came to the conclusion, this thing needs a frame. So we're on the hunt for one. Stay tuned, and we'll be updating with the process.